telling us how many, well, they didn't get any warrants last year. They won't tell us how many court orders they got. And this would be regarding protecting a person's Fourth Amendment right. Last week we heard testimony that the Fourth Amendment didn't apply when you went in to protect somebody, giving an order of protection. I'm going to read the Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. We're afraid that if we institute warrants, then a child dies in the meantime, that somehow now the public is going to be angry at us for that because the pendulum swings back and forth between taking too many children and not taking enough. And we're following the pendulum based on the public opinion of what we should be doing. I don't follow a pendulum. I follow the Constitution, and each one of us raised our hands to support and defend it. So I'm glad that the sponsor is okay with at least asking DCS, how many court orders at least did you get when you removed children in a non-emergency? Because they certainly did not get any warrants. The amendment that is not acceptable is that a DCS worker shouldn't lie, that a DCS worker shouldn't withhold exculpatory evidence that the parent's trying to prove themselves innocent. And you can see the other items on there. I'm not sure why we're not okay with that. Which one of you is going to vote that it's okay for social workers to lie in order to remove a child? Why are we not okay with that amendment? Members, I understand the protocol of when the sponsors feels that it's a hostile amendment, and I've always respected that. In good conscience, I cannot respect that today. This needs to be done. Our DCS agency needs to be held accountable. When I put in a fiscal note to ask DCS how much would it cost you to have to implement the Fourth Amendment, I was ignored, completely ignored. The courts answered back and they said they didn't know, but it would be significant. Members, at some point, we're going to have to stop operating off of fear and public opinion, and we're going to have to respect the Constitution, a person's Fourth Amendment right, which, by the way, has nothing to do with soldiers bursting into your house, as was testified last week. That's the Third Amendment. The Fourth Amendment means that we do have the right to be secure in our persons. I think it was Benjamin Franklin who said that those who would trade safety for their rights deserve neither. And it's an emotional topic when we're talking about kids. But it's also, I can't tell you how many people have come to me begging for justice, begging for due process, and have not received it. I personally have been involved in a case that I have been gagged on, that I have information that makes it so I can't sleep at night of what's happened to one of our Arizonans at the hands of DCS. I want this agency to operate legally and effectively. And I understand if you can't support my request, but I have to be able to look at myself in the mirror, and I have to be able to answer my constituents. Thank you.